Hello YouTube, and welcome back to Be a Loser. In this video, we're going to give you some tips for making your fasting easier. First of all, remember that you can drink as many non-caloric liquids as you want while you're fasting. So first and foremost, drink lots of water to stay hydrated. To calculate your daily water intake, you use your weight in pounds, divide that in half, and then turn the pounds to ounces, and there you go. So for example, if you weigh 200 pounds, then we divide that in half to get 100 pounds, then turn that into ounces. So 100 ounces of water per day. Get you a nice 32-ounce jug and drink away. If you like sparkling water, that is absolutely fine. Just make sure that you're not using any artificial sweeteners or sugar substitutes, as these have been shown to increase appetite. Examples of what not to use would be Crystal Light, Kool-Aid, Mio, that sort of thing. Only waters with natural flavorings, please. No sweeteners. I'd recommend staying away from diet sodas as well while fasting. They have a minimal impact on insulin, but may cause increased appetite. And the artificial sweeteners in them will increase your thirst as well. Now, all types of tea are excellent. You can drink them hot or iced. Green tea has been shown to have some appetite-suppressing qualities. Any teas with cinnamon are also excellent, as cinnamon is also an appetite suppressant. Teas also count towards your total water intake for the day. Coffee, with or without caffeine, is also acceptable. It has appetite-suppressing qualities as well. Now, in studies, decaf coffee showed more of these qualities, so it's definitely not the caffeine that is suppressing the hunger. Again, enjoy your coffee hot or iced. You can add a small amount of cream. I recommend heavy cream or half and half, but not milk. And again, stay away from sugar substitutes or artificial sweeteners. Now, drinking coffee with cream is not technically fasting, but the effects are minimal, and it has been shown in Dr. Fung's patients to help immensely with fasting compliance. Coffee is a diuretic, so you will need to add in 8 ounces of water for every cup you drink. So if the 200-pound individual from our previous example drinks 2 cups of coffee per day, then he needs to add in 16 more ounces of water for a total of 116 ounces per day. Okay, now my personal favorite, broths. 0-calorie broths can be taken at mealtimes to reduce hunger pangs and aid in compliance. They can also help to add salt for longer fasts. We'll discuss that later in the fasting side effects video. I make a homemade bone broth that is fantastic. I will have a recipe soon and a video showing you how to make it. Now, for those of you who are vegetarians, you can make a vegetable broth just as easily. Be careful if you buy a broth from the store to check that it really does have 0 calories. But I'm going to tell you that you're going to want to make your own bone broth or vegetable broth because it tastes so much better and has many health benefits. Now remember that when you break your fast, especially a long fast, do so slowly. Eat a handful of nuts or a small serving of greens, then wait 15 minutes for your meal. This will help you avoid a stomach ache. But even if you can't contain yourself and eat a big meal, don't worry, the stomach ache will subside after a short time. So here's an excellent tip for fasting in general and something to consider when working out your fasting regimen. Stay busy when fasting. The busier you are, the less time you have to think about being hungry. So find your busiest days and do your longest fast on those days. I can tell you that this really does help, especially in the beginning. Okay, so here's a really good tip, and I think a pretty important one to help you get started. Don't tell many people that you're fasting. A lot of people aren't going to understand the concept and benefits of fasting, and therefore won't be as supportive as you're going to need. Try to only tell those people closest to you and people that you think will understand and support you. As I said in my fasting regimen videos, it's a good idea and many times necessary to tell your doctor that you are fasting or considering fasting. If your doctor tells you that you shouldn't be fasting, then I would encourage you to ask this question: have you ever fasted? And if the answer is no, then I'd ask, would you consider trying fasting? And if that answer is no, then I'd strongly recommend that you seek another physician. What we want in the beginning, especially, is support and understanding. Okay, and that brings me to the next tip. Really try fasting for at least 1 month. When you first begin, your body has to adapt to your fasting regimen. The first few fasts may prove difficult, but try to persevere. It really does get easier, and eventually your body just becomes a fat-burning machine. Remember that we're here to support you. So watch our videos over, if you need to, for the science behind what you're doing, and leave us comments, questions, and any concerns you may have. We are here to help. Okay, so moving on to our next tip. Try to continue to eat a healthy diet even when you're on a fasting regimen. Fasting isn't your golden ticket to eat whatever you want when you do eat. An occasional cheat meal here or there isn't the end of the world, but try to limit it. Like birthdays and holidays, then offset that with a long fast. We recommend a diet that's low in sugar and refined carbohydrates. Our LCHF videos will go very in-depth in the science behind that diet. So let me just tell you that fasting, like almost everything in life, works differently for everyone. Some of you may lose 7 pounds or more in the first week, and others may only lose a pound or less. The longer that you've been insulin resistant, the longer it's going to take for you to see major results. And of course, then there's the dreaded weight loss plateau. This can be handled by changing your fasting regimen. Either lengthen the fasting periods or add in more fasts per week. Or heck, try fasting for an entire week. Just remember that in order to improve at anything, we need practice and support. So keep on fasting and it will get easier. Okay, that will do it for this video. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. And in our next video, we'll discuss some common questions about fasting, as well as some common side effects. So until then, keep being a loser.